I hope this gives him a new attitude as well.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DNA Design Siege Ultra Magnus Upgrade Kit. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Magnus's beautiful mug, DK14, upgrade kits, up top, same thing. On this side, same thing. On the other side, same thing. On the bottom, more things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have the upgrade kits for Siege Ultra Magnus, and this is pretty much the same kit that we reviewed for the Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. You do get a new set of legs, we get some new weapons, a hammer, and an axe. And, yeah, so first thing we'll do is we'll do a little comparison here. So here is the upgrade for the Siege Prime. You can see there are some differences in the molding, so it's not the exact same mold. But you can see the front section here is different. When we flip this panel up here, you can see that's a different mold. We flip this down, you can see it's the same. It's the same on that side, but different molding on the opposite side. So you can pretty much see how that works out, but otherwise everything else is pretty much the same molding wise, just some minor little differences there in the sculpt. Of course, you get the big hammer just done in silver. You get the axe again done in silver, and these are the same weapons that came with the Prime kits. So, without further ado, let's just get down to installing. So here we have Albino Prime, and we shall commence with the installation. So we'll put these off to the side for now. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to take Magnus's leg and just rip it off like so. Put that off to the side, bring in the new leg, and that just slides right onto the mushroom peg. Just get in there. There you go. And you can see when you have the leg compressed, it is the same height as the original leg. You get some different molded details there, but still, he doesn't lose any heights there. He remains the same. And of course, we do have to get that tabbed in there. We do have to transfer the wheels. So we just take the wheels and just pop them off. Those clip-on wheels. Oops, like that. And sometimes they're easy to pop off, sometimes they're not. Come on. I'm always afraid to pop off these wheels. There we go. I'm always a little afraid to pop off these wheels, but you get them unclipped, and then you just pop them in. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's not that easy. Let's try this one. There we go. That one was easy. This one, not so much. Let's try here. Let's use our muscles. Let's use all of our hand muscles. The heel spurs getting in my way here. Get the muscles. Get them muscles working. Yeah, my muscles don't work. Yeah, there we go. They work that time. There we go. We transferred the wheels over. There you go. That's pretty much all you're doing there. So second verse is same as the first. And there is Albino Prime with his new legs. They look quite nice. And he does retain all of his articulation. Legs still work just fine. Inward and outward. Not as much outward movement because we have this tab there now, but still can get the legs out pretty far. Still have your thigh. You actually do end up with like a double jointed knee, if you can keep everything together anyway. Keep everything tabbed together. You do end up with a double jointed knee here, so you get a little more range of movement on them knees. So that's not too shabby. You still have your ankle tilted. Just got a heel spur back there if you need it for whatever. And yeah, and of course you can, if you want to, make him a little bit taller because these legs can extend. It's more for the combined mode, but you know, you can just untab this, and you untab this back panel here, and then this will extend, and then you just tab that back in to lock it in place, bring that panel down, and then just straighten all this out, and tab that back in there like that. Just kind of push these down. Make everything look a little neater. And there you go. You see, it gives him a little bit more height there. So that's totally up to you what you want to do there as far as his height goes. But hey, you have options, and as always, options are good. So hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? But honestly, I think for just kind of the regular robot mode, I think keeping the legs short works best. But hey, that is just my opinion. So there you have that. So now we have the rest of his armor on, and this is what happens when you skip leg day. But we need to get his legs transformed for combination here. So to do that, we just have to extend them again. So just untab that wheel, untab this panel, extend the leg, and just close that back up, and bring all this down, untab that back into the side there, and again, just kind of compress these hinges so everything looks a little neater. That panel you want to leave up like so. Second fast is just like the fast. So again, just flipping the heel, untab things, extend, tab them back in, bring them down, tab it in, neaten things up, and there we have his legs already for the combination. So now we're bringing his legs. Now I do have the Dr. Wu leg fillers on mine, and this does not interfere with this in any way whatsoever. So if you do have the Dr. Wu leg fillers, it will still work. I don't know about any other leg filler kits. I can only speak on the one that I own, but I would assume that none of the others would interfere either. I'm not sure. Again, I can only comment on what I actually own myself, but I just like to open this up so I can kind of see what's going on here. And oops, flip in the heels. I'll make sure the heels are flipped in, and then we just get that in, make sure that clips in as it should, and boop, there we go. Wrap this back around, tab it all in, and there we have a leg all done. Second fast is just like the fast. If I can do this without having to look. I think I did. I did. Yay! And there we go. There we have the full-on Magnus in his robot mode. And as you can see, now he has some extra height. The thighs are not as stumpy as they were before, and it definitely makes him look a whole lot better. And again, as far as articulation goes, nothing's really hindered too much, except for the outward movement, because again, you have that tab there now. But you still have your thigh rotation. Oops, hey. You stay. But of course, now, the nice thing is you have a... well, you would have a double jointed knee, but he has so much stuff on the back of his legs that you still only get 90 degrees of bend, so you don't really get any extra leg articulation, unfortunately. But still, this came unclipped. Why? Why did you do this? Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? There we go. But yeah, he doesn't really get any extra knee articulation just due to how much bulk is behind his legs, but you know, it's just the price you pay to play the game. But all in all, though, it still makes him look quite a bit better. And of course, he has some new weapons now. He's got a little hammer, he's got a little axe, so you can do some hammering, you can do some axing, you can do all kinds of that. I do wish the hammer was bigger. I think Magnus needs a much bigger hammer than that. But hey, you can still do a little bit of hammering, a little bit of home repair. You know, you can do a little something with that. But there you go. And here he is with the Leader Prime with his upgrade kit. So you can see how they look together. And yeah, again, they look a lot better. You know, just gives them that extra bit of height and, you know, better proportions and looks a whole lot better. Just a nice improvement, in my opinion. So now let's get down to the vehicle mode. Alright, so going back into truck mode, truck. So going back into truck mode, we do have a bit of transformation to do with the legs here. So again, we want to flip in these heel pieces. If you have these panels up, you do want to flip them in. And we're going to just compress the legs back up. So untab this section here, untab the panel, compress it all up, close it all up. And then we just bring the legs up and tab them in up here. Do the same thing on the other side. Just flippity flip, untabity tab, unclippity clip, compressity press, clippity clip, and heel spur's already in, so just bring that up, tab that in, and of course the two legs will tab together nice and snug like a bug in a rag. And now what we do here is we take the wheel and it comes forward and it will go over this tab right here like so. And I love that because it just fills in that gap right there. I love that extra bit of transformation they worked into it. I think that works really well and it looks really good in my opinion. So now we'll get the rest of the trailer on him. And there he is all trailered up, and you can see everything still works as it should. And again, I love those wheels being there now because it just fills in that gap, makes things look a lot more solid, and everything does still roll as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. Now, as far as his new weapons go, the way you store these, the way the instructions tell you to do it, is to take his gun, and you just flip the hammerhead over to the side, and it just pegs in onto this side, and then you just take the axe blades, flip them in like so, and it will peg in to the other side, and that's how they want you to store the weapons, and that just plugs in right back there. And there you go. There you have everything stored on the vehicle mode. Hooray for storage. So, there you go. So there you have the upgrade kit for Ultra Magnus, and yeah, just like the upgrade for Leader Prime, this does the job it sets out to do, and I think it does it pretty well. It gives those legs that extra bit of length, so it gets rid of the stumpy thighs, makes them feel a bit more leadery in stature, and that I very much like. I love the extra step in the transformation for the truck mode, so it just fills in that little gap in the front of the cab there with that extra wheel, so makes things feel a little bit more complete in truck mode as well. My only real complaint is I just wish the hammer was bigger. I think Magnus is deserving of a bigger hammer, but that's really my only complaint about the kit. Otherwise, everything works as it should, and it's pretty solid in my opinion. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of DNA Design's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the DNA Design Upgrade Kit for Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Boom in your face.